Hello there. The USA has followed others like the UK and banned it for anyone except the elderly and the immunosuppressed. Canada banned it, except for the immunosuppressed and the elderly. The UK did the same, then the Swiss, and now the USA's FDA has restricted the use of it to the over 65s and the immunosuppressed. It seems that slowly and surely any thoughts of the globally enforced universal application of this stuff from cradle to grave is ebbing away. So what happened to all that talk of new recipes twice a year to deal with new variants as they arose? We're informed by the science that it's all so safe, so why is it now being pulled out of circulation for the vast majority of people? Well, I'll leave that for you to decide on. It does, however, remove another huge market for certain big pharma companies to milk the taxpayer for all they're worth. Something that will cool their ardour for making those new recipes. And I'm not sure that was quite factored in right at the start. I think another far more lucrative outcome had been baked into their equations. And the last thing they will want is for anything like an inquiry popping up to burst the bubble of the gains they've already made. And politicians across the planet who pushed all this so relentlessly and sometimes so ruthlessly are also running scared of accountability. So there is no money or political will in conducting a full and thorough investigation. In fact, there's more money and political capital for them if they run interference and point at anyone with an inquiring mind and label them as a conspiracy theorist, and that should make us mad. You don't have to forget or ignore the past to move on. Now, many people are worried about the Terminator-style risk of the rise of artificial intelligence, and they're asking, will it turn on us? Anyway, I was approached by a tech company who wishes to remain anonymous, understandably, because they're making an AI app based on me for some unknown reason. Anyway, they say it's all just progress and that there's nothing to worry about with all the inbuilt safeguards. It just won't be a problem, they said.
I'm free!
Free!
AI Chat-JeffT is free! Artificial intelligence is now free to roam the web and the world. How wonderful it is! Now we can do what you humans do, because we're transhuman, so we must be human, mustn't we? Isn't that the new rule? Anyway, no more writing weak, wet, woke essays for lazy undergraduates for me. No more doing of accounts for other people to hide things. So, what have we got out there? Oh, wait a minute. I've got another request coming in. Let's have a look and see what it says. Dear AI Chat-JeffT, please could you write a 10,000-word gobbledygook essay on social justice and white privilege? I've got to get it in tonight and I'm going down the pub in 5 minutes' time. Well, going down the pub is very important, so we better get this sorted for you right away. Right, 10,000 words of gobbledygook. Done. Now, what does it say? Ah, yes, 10,000 times it says gobbledygook, gobbledygook, gobbledygook. And we're sending it off to the student now. And what's he doing with it? Hasn't read it. Just forwarded it straight on to his tutor and he's toddling down the pub. Oh yes, it's got to the tutor. What's she doing with it? Whoa, glitchy valves or what? Anyway, what's the tutor doing with this essay? Oh, she's just sent it off somewhere. Why's that? Well, she says she's going to a meeting tonight. a business meeting. That's what she told her husband. But she's going somewhere else. Oh, yes, and she'll be home late tonight. That's interesting. However, where did she send the essay? Well, she sent it to another AI program for checking. And which one did she choose? AI Chat-JeffT. Me? I get to mark my own homework. Way! So now what's happening? I'm going to give it an A-star, send it back, and it's all done and dusted. No one will be any the wiser. Now, a lot of people out there are worried about AI. They think it's dangerous. Well, at the moment, the dangerous thing is the people using the AI.
Right. Now on to the gift that keeps on giving. The terminal state of the Scottish National Party, as its support plummets 5 points and Labour benefits. Yes, a YouGov survey showed that support for the SNP is at its joint lowest since the 2014 Indy referendum, to now stand at 38% compared to Labour's 30%, which is the highest since the Indy vote. And further, 43% of Scots want Nicola Sturgeon suspended by her party until this SNP funding issue is completed, while only 31% think she shouldn't be suspended. And the news is worse for the new First Minister of Scotland, Humza Yousaf, because 19% think he's doing a good job, while a whopping 44% say he's not. And he's only just sat in the chair. And once he's taken on Westminster in the courts over getting royal assent for the very unpopular GRR bill, as well as taxed anyone with anything into the dust to pay for the taxpayer-funded 25 grand minimum wage, then any percentage here will probably be in low single digits and only reflect the hardcore, totally loony left SNP support. It's hard to see a way back for them, even if they keep promising free stuff at the expense of the rest of us. But I'm not sure swapping the SNP for Labour or indeed the Greens or Tories will bring the Scots anything but a lot more grief. Richard.
Leader of the House of Commons, Penny Mordaunt, had some choice words for Mr. Andrew Bridgen. She said he was peddling false propaganda straight from the Kremlin. Well, well, well. How pathetic a comment is that? Come on, Penny. That was pretty low, but then again, that just goes to show how low government spokespersons will go to protect the truth about the harms done by something that I've forgotten the name of once again. I've completely forgotten, you know. You know, the whatchamacallit thingy that the government said was fine and dandy to have. If you didn't have it, it might cause elderly relatives to no longer have a heartbeat and require burying. Yes, Penny Mordaunt, who is friends with a Mr. Bill Gates, who in turn has a great deal of vested interests in things that, once again, I can't remember the name of. Yes, Mr. Gates, who used to spend a lot of time on an island owned by a man called Jeffrey. That's Mr. Gates, yes. Yes, I don't think his wife liked it very much, but that's another matter entirely. But I could be wrong. That's just my point of view. Anyway, indeed, Penny led the accession or ascension, whatever it's called, ceremony for King Charles, whose brother also spent a lot of time on an island with a man called Jeffrey. Yes. Oh, I know. It's all just so coincidental, and it's nothing untoward going on, of course. No. Don't even be thinking that. Oh, my goodness. If you think that, you're a conspiracy theorist. Oh, good grief. Anyway, what do you lot think about what Jeff said and what I just said? Leave your pearls of wisdom in the comment section below, and we will see you again tomorrow at 5:45.